Learning this tends to dismay everyone. What? Is it really that short? What could anyone accomplish in the time it takes for 1 cup of coffee to get cold? You would have about 10 minutes at most. Enough, perhaps, to eat a cup of instant noodles. It might take 5 minutes to boil the water, plus another 3-minute wait after pouring it, leaving you just 2 minutes to eat. If you're having a night out, 10 minutes would unlikely be enough time to receive any dish you ordered. You would think that would dissuade everyone. But no, some will say, "Oh well, but still, if I have a chance to go back to the past." On hearing the next rule, however, nearly all customers will conclude, "If that's the case, then I can't see any point going back." The reason they give up is the rule that nothing you do while in the past will change the present. Regret comes in 2 flavors: actions taken and opportunities missed. The regret from doing something stems from either not being able to undo it or the awful outcome, such as hurting someone with an insensitive comment or feeling wretched after declaring one's love. The regret of not doing something, in contrast, relates to things left unsaid or love never declared. The most common reason for wanting to return to the past is to do something again. But as nothing you do while in the past will change the present, anyone would just want to say, "Then what's the point of going back?" Mind you, those aren't the only rules for going back to the past. To make that journey, you must be sitting on a certain chair in the café. That chair, however, will be occupied by a certain other customer. And you will need to wait for that customer to vacate the chair to go to the toilet. Now, if you are lucky, and you do get to sit in the chair and go back in time, you must never get off it while in the past. Who you can go back to meet is also limited to people who have previously visited the café. After hearing so many troublesome rules, some skeptical customers exclaim, "It seems like you're just hiding the truth that it's impossible to go back in time." At times like these, rather than engaging in an argument, Kazu remains composed and responds, "If you say so." After all, the decision to go back to the past is ultimately up to each customer, and she finds it too tedious to argue. Yuki Kiriyama was 7 years old. He was carrying a shiny black leather school bag on his back.
"Excuse me? May I ask you something?"
Such polite and respectful phrasing was not normally heard from a child of that age. The short-sleeved shirt of the prestigious private elementary school's uniform revealed his pale arms. His upright posture and taut spine bespoke a good upbringing. It was late June and too early for chirping cicadas, but outside was as hot as a midsummer day. In contrast to his composed expression, the sweat trickling down his face better encapsulated the childish charm of an elementary school student. "Certainly. What is it?" responded Kazu Tokita. She had paused from her task and approached the boy. Whether she was conversing with adults or children, Kazu used the same manner of speaking.
"I heard a rumor that if I visit this cafe, I can go back to the past. Is that true?"
Without wiping away the sweat trickling down his face, Yuki looked up at Kazu. Fumiko Kiyokawa, a cafe regular who had gone back in time 3 years earlier, couldn't help but interject.
"You're an elementary school student, right? Where did you hear that rumor?"
Her tone was very much how an adult would speak to a child. It sounded as if she was asking, "Surely you're not thinking of traveling back to the past?" Never before had a boy come to the cafe wishing to do such a thing. If that really was why he had come,